Hello and welcome to another video discussion. Social media is a collective term for websites and applications that focus on communication, community-based input, interaction, content sharing, and collaboration. Facebook is one of the most recognizable social media platforms in the world. With 2.7 billion monthly active users, more than a third of the world's population uses Facebook. It was founded on February 4, 2004. Facebook has consistently evolved through the years to fit the needs of its users and attract new ones. This includes the acquisition of Instagram and WhatsApp. Another popular social media site or application is the Twitter. It gained notoriety as a microblogging site that just included text posts of up to 140 characters. Now, since its launch in 2006, it has raised that character limit and now lets a user share other media like photos and videos. With about 330 million monthly active users, it's not as ubiquitous as Facebook, but it's still widely used among general consumers. YouTube isn't just the most popular video sharing website in the world. It's also the second most popular search engine behind Google. The company was founded in 2005 and was eventually bought by Google. YouTube has over 2 billion login visitors per month, and there are even more who visit the site and watch videos without signing into their own account. Instagram is another social media channel with a heavy emphasis on visuals. The site launched in 2010 and was later purchased by Facebook. It has more than 1 billion monthly active users and is mainly a mobile platform. Like Facebook, Instagram offers targeted advertising options to help business users reach a specific user. Instagram also offers various posting options, including photos, videos, slideshows, stories, and live streams. And of course, TikTok. TikTok is relatively new to the world of social networks. However, it has already made a memorable mark on the social media landscape, especially now that we have a pandemic. The app lets a user create short and creative videos. It already has more than 800 million monthly active users around the world. Consumers can use it to show off their creative side, and others create viral content as part of their social media marketing. Tumblr is a blogging platform that allows several different post formats. You can include quotes, chats, videos, photos, and even audio content. It originally launched in 2007 and is now owned by Automatic. The user base has decreased a bit in recent years. However, it still has about 400 million monthly visitors. Reddit is a social news and entertainment website with tons of subcommunities dedicated to specific interests. A registered user can submit content and comment on threads to interact with other users. It was launched in 2005, and the site has amassed a monthly active users of 430 million. According to datareportal.com, there were 89 million social media users in the Philippines in January 2021. And the number of social media users in the Philippines increased by 16 million. That is 22% between 20 and 2021. The number of social media users in the Philippines was equivalent to 80.7% of the total population in January 2021. In the third quarter of 2020, YouTube was the most popular social media platform in the Philippines with 97.2% of internet users accessing the platform according to Data Reportal. Now, within the same period, Filipinos spent nearly 4 hours online on social media. YouTube has become increasingly popular because of its accessibility to content creators and the ability to reach wide audiences. As of 2019, ABS-CBN Entertainment's YouTube channel, a well-known entertainment news program, was the most popular YouTube channel with approximately 30.8 billion uploaded video news. Also, in 2020, Facebook's users population was over 800 million in Asia. In the Philippines alone, there were almost 74 million Facebook users as of 2019. Furthermore, it held nearly 93% of the country's social media market share as of 2020. So, Filipinos rely on social media app as a primary source of news and a platform for product placement. Now, the constant need for social interaction, especially in a country divided by over 700,000 islands and with an increasing number of overseas workers, were among the leading factors that contributed to the growing number of social network users in the Philippines. On average, Filipinos spent over 4 hours using social media platforms, which was the highest across the Asia Pacific region. Among others, networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram created a way to connect and bridge distances between family and friends, enabled content creators to share information through digital media, and allowed a broader reach of promotional marketing through online ads. So as I mentioned earlier, among social media users in the Philippines, Facebook was the most used platform, accounting for almost the entire social media market. And thanks to the Internet.org app introduced by Facebook and Smart Communications Incorporated in 2015, Filipino internet users were given free access to a few mobile sites including Facebook and Facebook Messenger apps, even without a mobile network connection. For many Filipinos, the platform was not only used for social networking, but also as a daily source of news, beating newspapers and the radio. Despite Facebook's popularity in the Philippines, other social platforms such as YouTube and TikTok were gradually gaining space in the market, particularly among content creators. In addition, television networks have also been growing their presence on YouTube as reflected in the most viewed channels as of August 2021. Now, on the business side of things, due to high penetration rates, marketing strategies on social media such as influencer marketing and social commerce are increasingly becoming important among local and international brands hoping to connect to the millions of Filipino online users. By investing in their social media presence, brands gain higher visibility that hopefully translates to increased sales. And aside from paid advertisements, a recent survey points towards the growing popularity of live selling strategies to showcase products such as clothing and food and beverage, especially among local businesses. Now, like most things, using social media has its positive, its cautionary tales and dangers that lurk and impact the lives of many, especially teens. So, in terms of the good side, social media and technology offer us greater convenience and connectivity, staying connected with family and friends worldwide via email, text, FaceTime, etc. Quick access to information and research, banking and bill payment at our fingertips, especially now that we are in a pandemic. Online learning, job skills, content discovery like YouTube, involvement in civic engagement, fundraising, social awareness provides a voice. Great marketing tools, opportunities for remote employment. But of course, along with good comes the bad. With all of its benefits, the nature of social media presents a range of potential issues. First is online versus reality. Social media itself is not the problem. It is the way people use it in place of actual communication and in-person socializing. Friends on social media may not actually be friends and may even be strangers. So, in short, nawawala na yung traditional way of making friends, 'di ba? Seeing each other, 'di ba? And knowing each other with an actual conversation. Second is the increased usage. The more time spent on social media can lead to cyberbullying, social anxiety, depression, and exposure to content that is not age appropriate. Social media is addicting, right? When you're playing a game or accomplishing a task, you seek to do it as well as you can. Once you succeed, your brain will give you a dose of dopamine and other happiness hormones, making you happy. The same mechanism functions when you post a picture to Instagram or Facebook. Once you see all the notifications for likes and positive comments popping up on your screen, you'll subconsciously register it as a reward. But that's not all. Social media is full of mood-modifying experiences. Nowadays, there's a term called FOMO, or fear of missing out. FOMO has become a common theme and often leads to continual checking of social media sites. The idea that you might miss out on something if you're not online can affect your mental health. The last but not the least, self-image issues. Social media sites provide tools that allow people to earn others' approval for their appearance and the possibility to compare themselves to others. It can be associated with body image concerns. So the selfie holics and people who spend most of their time posting and scrolling are the ones most vulnerable to this. In fact, most college girls who use Facebook at least 5 times a day are likely to link their self worth to their looks. That doesn't mean that the main problem in social media. It only provides a medium for it, which further elevates the problem. It also promotes the same sort of behavior to others. Sadly, there is an ugly side to all that technology offers. While bullying is not a new concept, social media and technology have brought bullying to a new level. It becomes a more constant, ever present threat. One third of cyber violence experienced by Filipino children are in the form of verbal abuse over the internet or cell phone, while a fourth are through sexual messages. More females receive messages of sexual nature or content than males. However, twice as many males than females reported having their nude body or sexual activities, whether real or falsified, shown on the internet or cell phone. Violence against children in all forms, including online bullying or cyberbullying, has devastating effects on the physical and emotional well being of young people. This can create lasting emotional and psychological scars, even physical harm. It is particularly challenging to address since children are vulnerable and have easy access to the internet, making them easy targets of online violence. In the UNICEF report, poll conducted in June 2019, almost three quarters of young people from 30 countries said that social networks, including Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, are the most common platforms for online bullying. Being connected online means that school no longer ends once a student leaves class, and neither does bullying. The U report further revealed that 32% believe that the government is mainly responsible in addressing online bullying. 31% said that young people are responsible, while 29% said internet companies. These show that opinions are equally divided on who should be responsible for ending online bullying, highlighting the need to involve children and young people in the shared responsibility. UNICEF is calling for urgent action to implement policies that will protect children and young people from bullying, both online and offline. Addressing the problem requires action from all of us. Establishing and equipping national helplines to support children and young people in reporting violence is a concrete step. Training teachers and parents to respond to and prevent bullying will ensure the safety of children and young people, particularly the most vulnerable ones. Gathering better data about the online behavior of children and young people and how criminals are using the internet will guide policies and action plans. UNICEF is also urging social media and social networking services companies to improve ethical standards and practices in collecting and managing information of children.